Hi and welcome back to another video with us here at Footy Index Scout. Today we're taking an updated look at a few potential mistakes that beginners on the Football Index might easily fall into. We created the first edition of this guide back in 2016, so it's high time we updated it to reflect the many changes since made to the index. Whilst using the Football Index itself is fairly straightforward, we know that there are a few things likely to trip up any new traders. Let's begin by taking a look at selling on Football Index. Perhaps the most common mistake to make is that the prices shown as your sell price, both for the market and instant sell, are the price before commission is taken away. Football Index help themselves to 2% commission on all sales, so tip number one is to always keep in mind the price you are offered will be higher than what you actually receive. When looking at the profit showing in your portfolio, it's easy to get carried away seeing as it's calculated using the player's current market value. Instead, bear in mind that best case scenario when selling a player, you will receive their current price less the 2% commission. Should you choose to instant sell that player, the money you receive will be less both the spread and 2% commission. For example, let us say Harry Kane's current buy price is £4 and his instant sell price is £3.70. If you choose to sell to market, the price you would receive for a Harry Kane will be £4 minus 2%, which equals £3.92. If you choose the instant sell option, the price you would receive would be £3.70 minus 2% commission, which equals £3.62. As you can see, there is a big difference between the two sale prices, so think carefully when deciding which option to take. If possible, always look to market sell first and use instant sell only when you feel it to be required. Another trap that even experienced traders can fall into is chasing players on the trending list. New traders may purchase shares in reaction to seeing a player on the trending list. 9 times out of 10 though, if you can't see a genuine reason for that player to be rising, the price has only one place to go and that is down. This point also rings true when buying IPO players. Prices can be pretty volatile when the player first comes onto the market, so keep your wits about you. Our advice would be to watch and learn for the first few IPOs to get used to how quickly prices can move. Then, when you do bite the bullet on an IPO, if you miss the initial surge, it can often be beneficial to wait it out a couple of days for the player to drop to a fairer market value. In our original Mistakes to Avoid for Beginners video, we suggested one of the biggest pitfalls new investors can make is to buy players who are excellent in real life but don't offer an equivalent return on investment. The rationale is perfectly understandable. Players like Mbappe, Dembele and Sane are players you would pay good money to watch play in real life, but for various reasons they haven't yet made great dividend returns. This point is now slightly more complicated as Football Index has evolved. Dividends are now not the outright vehicle which drives the market. Many traders are now making huge gains not from dividend returns but instead from capital gains. What we mean by this is buying low and selling high. As the influx of new traders has grown, the price rises we are seeing more and more revolve around speculation on future dividend returns. While the likes of Sane and Mbappe are not currently heavy dividend returners, many traders believe they have the potential to offer good dividend returns in the future. Therefore, we are seeing more and more traders buying in at current prices with the anticipation of others doing the same as a footballer hopefully fulfills their potential. But just remember that for every Paul Pogba there are several Ravel Morrisons. Making money through capital gains is a completely sound strategy where a lot of money can be made. However, as a beginner it could be better to steer towards those who know how to return consistent dividends to form a solid base to a sustainable portfolio, or at the very least have a diversified mix of the two strategies. Whilst it may seem overkill when first starting out investing on the index, it is extremely useful keeping a spreadsheet with various stats and figures to track your portfolio's progress. Whether it be keeping track of deposits, daily dividend winners or monthly profits, it's all very useful information to know and will help you see which players are perhaps best to sell for a profit, and of course helps make sure you aren't depositing more cash than you can afford. We have a fantastic spreadsheet available on our website that is completely free to download and covers everything you need to fully track all aspects of your portfolio. You'll find a link to the spreadsheet in the description below. Buying a tracker may seem like a good idea when first starting out on the index, especially if you are not overly familiar with the footballers themselves. Whilst overall value has steadily risen, we think you'll be much better off doing a little research and putting your money into a few specific players instead. The returns should be much better, plus it's easier to keep track of in your portfolio. One final point to keep in mind is not to panic. If you bought a player based on a set of circumstances that haven't changed, do not panic if the trade starts to show a loss. Football Index is a marketplace. This means prices will go up and prices will go down. Our advice would be if you believe in a purchase, stick with it until you have reached a sell price that you are happy to realise the profit. However, if circumstances change, for example if a player is transferred, loses form or changes position, you may have to re-evaluate the trade. Let's look at Eden Hazard as a current case study. His price is currently around £4.80. That price is made up of solid performance buzz matchday scores, the fact he is Premier League based so always has a chance of being there or thereabouts in the media payout, and he has increased media pull due to transfer speculation linking him to Real Madrid. Should Hazard move to Madrid, his circumstances will have changed. He will no longer be based in England with increased transfer media pull. Therefore, it is natural to assume his price may drop as his expected media dividends return lower with a transfer to Spain. However, other traders may expect an attacking player like Hazard to flourish in the Spanish league and could potentially replace those media dividends with an increased level of matchday dividends. This is one example of many. In this case, you'll need to gauge the market reaction and act accordingly. So there we go, hopefully this has given new investors a few things to think about and also made starting out on the index feel less daunting. If you have any other suggestions of mistakes that are easy to make for beginners, be sure to drop them in the comment box below. The index is evolving all the time, and so every piece of advice that longer term users can offer new traders is invaluable. As always, thanks again for watching our latest video and we hope you found it informative. Be sure to check out our website at footyindexscout.co.uk where you'll find numerous tools and features custom built for football index data. We've got interactive databases, complete history of buzz winners, historical stats and loads more useful information perfect for football index investors at all levels of experience. Also remember to follow us on Twitter at FootyIndexScout. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up and of course subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks for watching and we'll see you again soon.